Creative Players, man. Today I got a special guest. I got Devonte West, aka Jet. Y'all done seen him on Instagram. Y'all done seen him on TikTok. Y'all done seen him all over the place making y'all laugh. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Say something to him,
What's
man.
going on, man? It's Devonte, your boy Jet, Largo, Florida. Shout out to crib. You feel me? Yeah, we here.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yes,
For sure, man. Thank you for coming, man. I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Last night, I'm literally like, I get nervous about my interviews still. Yeah. Like, it's like before a basketball game or something, bro. Like, you know how you can't sleep the day before? I'm just like, all right, I gotta, you know what I mean? Thinking to quit. I'm like, come on, man. I'm really trying to, that's how you know you care.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that's how you know you care, man. But yeah. I heard you think about moving to Atlanta. What you said? You thinking about it? You might make the move. Yeah. And right now, you told me you are in Dallas. In Dallas. Okay. Now, so what I seen, bro, from you, the last thing I seen, you was on another podcast, bro, and you was talking about God. Like, and you used to sing. Right? So tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I led worship in church. You know, growing up, church was always a part of us, you know.
Right, me too.
Children's choir. I was a young deacon. Then my dad became a preacher, so I've had to sing for him before. So it was always embedded in me. And so when I moved out to LA, started serving at a church, and then, you know, got led to be on the worship team.
Nah, you could.
And then got led to be on the worship team, and then that was,
Okay, so how long did that last?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
And then what really happened was my mom had passed. And so I was still in LA, but I moved back to Florida. And that was around the same time I started really blowing up on social media. And so then there was a whole discourse, like I mentioned in the previous podcast, of people really saying that I really wasn't a Christian because at the time I cursed them. Right now I don't curse anymore in my skits, but I was cursing. And so I was seeing the discourse of that and the division in it. And I'm like, I always said, when I prayed to God and asked him for the platform that I'm having now, I was like, you know, I want to, you know, steward it well, and I didn't want to be a distraction. So whether that's me leading worship or that's me like leading people and just bringing joy, because a lot of people are sad in this world, and I get the DMs are like, hey man, you helped me when I was, you know what I'm saying? So
through your comedy.
Through my comedy. So a lot of people, even when I released the episode, a lot of people were like, oh, don't go away from your gift, but my gift is bringing joy to the world. I have the talent of singing.
Yeah.
Like I said, many people are called, but few are chosen. I wasn't chosen to be a worship leader. I had the talent for it, but I was chosen to be this light in this space.
That's powerful.
And so that's what I cling to. And I know it is of him, because when I was battling with that, I prayed and said, God, if this is what you want from me, if not, take it away. And as I was going, everything was increasing. Life got better and this and that. And so I know this is what he wants of me.
Right.
You know, I just got to clean up some things with the cursing and this and that. And so that's what I've been doing. And
man,
it's been good.
That is, that's something, man. Cause, I used to be a rapper. Okay. Well, I still rap. Okay. I still make music and stuff, but me too. I have cleaned it up entirely at 180. Like I was talking, you know, I was going, when my adolescent influences, bro, I was rapping, you know, what I was rapping about, you know, now that I'm looking back at it and I'm listening to all my unreleased music, I'm not too happy about it, because I'm like, dang, what was I talking about? But some of it's still fire, but I question, like, should I still put this out or try to clean it up and still put it out? Because it's like the message that I am today. But even on my podcast, my grandma would call me and be like, now you talking, you know, my grandma, you, I love what you talking about and all that, but boy, stop cussing. That's what she always say, stop cussing. And I mean, it's I even went as the back to argue with her, like, is cussing really a sin? And I guess what I came up with was, it's like when you cussing, it's like they say, like, the energy behind it. Because I made an example, like if we'll make up a new word, and as long as that energy, if like the bad energy is attached to that made up word, any word you can think of, like, then they's like, then, you know, that's really the sin by when you saying it how somebody feels, you know. So I don't know. There was a cussing pastor. He was on. I was going back and forth, because I'm like, the message when you cussing and stuff, it kind of captures the masses. You know what I mean? And it makes comedies funner and laughing. So what you think, man? So you just
I think I cut it out, but also it was the intent, but the conviction came from my niece.
Okay.
My niece called me, and she was like, and she grew up with my mama, so talking to her, like I'm talking to my mama, and she was like, but why you doing all that cussing? She like 8 or 9. I'm like, what are you talking about? I be seeing your skits, you not cussing. Now, if I cuss, you'll say it's wrong and you'll call Papa and I'll get in trouble. You know us kids watching you, and I'm like, boom, like dawned on me. You feel me? I didn't want to, be a double standard. You feel me? Because my nieces and nephews look up to me. So I'm like, hey man, stop saying that. Yeah. And they go on their phone watching their uncle, and I'm doing the same thing. You feel me? So that's where it came at. It's all about the intent, and then where your conviction comes from. And in that moment, I really felt convicted. I'm like, okay, I'm tripping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say one thing with my mouth, but the other, my actions aren't adding up. So I just think that
it's kind of inconsistent, and they will say hypocritical, and that's where that's probably that's something I always latch on to, is that hypocritical. The last thing I want to be is hypocritical, and you're right, man. Maybe I just need to completely like, hey, all right, even though I got my reasons for it, it's like just clean it up. My grandma, like I tell you what it was. I was working with this my coworker. She was white. And then I'm like, she's like, nah, you put out good content. But she told me, she's like, you just say the N-word a lot. I'm like, dang, that's what I said. So that's why you don't never, like, she's like, you just always saying the N-word. I'm like, nah, I can't be that, so I'm going to clean it up, man. But Christ and comedy, like, when I think about that, I be thinking about sometimes, like, how Tyler Perry's movies and stuff, like, and I think even Pastor Mike Todd said he was shooting he going to do a whole movie, and he's like, it's not going to be a Christ-like, God-like movie. So, do you raise an eyebrow at any of that? Like when they like it, because at some point it's art and it's acting.
Yeah. And
then you got, church and Christ, like, what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like rules that come with church, so to speak.
I think it's very, it's tough trying to maneuver in that space. But also it's like a lot of people put their own thoughts and their ways and label it as God. A lot of stuff that people say, oh, you can't do, is that it's not really of God, or if you read scripture, not of that, but they have their own way of being. And so I just feel like if Pastor Mike Todd or Tyler Perry, there's always the essence of God in it. But people forget we have everyday real lives.
Right.
So it's like a lot of the stuff is real life. You may want to turn a blind eye to it because now you're saved and now you're just in those four walls. But outside those four walls, people really living life.
Right.
And if you're trying to bring them to him, you got to meet them where they're at.
Okay.
When Jesus walked on the street, he met them where they're at. He ate with them, you know what I'm saying? And he transformed lives, but you got to meet them.
Yeah.
You got to get outside the four walls, so that them making those films, people see it like, oh, but then what's the other side? Okay, Jesus can bring me up out of this, and that's how you gain them. So I just feel like, the message behind it is always important, and how they do it and cultivate it, and not giving a pass to the action of whatever it is, but it's like, okay, we know this is where we're at. This is real life. This is how it gets better and where you can go. So I don't think anything bad of it.
Okay. Let me ask you this. So if you was they wanted to cast you for a big movie, bro, but you had to the role had cussing in it, what you doing?
I mean, I'll probably change it up. I did a little short film not too long ago, and there was some cursing in it, and I just like switch it up because I didn't curse. If I can switch it up and stuff like that, if it's out of the body,
But if they said, nah, these are the lyrics, stick to the lyrics, you're gonna be like, all right, I can't do this.
I don't know. I gotta be in that situation. I don't know, because that'd be tough, man. That'd be tough, bro. I feel like in the how it's I don't know, man. That'd be tough.
That'd be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my mom, she my mom and pastor, I've been in PK all my life, all my life, man. Mom a preacher, dad a teacher, so I always had them expectations and them eyes on me, and they just expect you to, which it makes sense, like if this is your mom and your dad and what they're preaching and teaching and what they're doing, and they just kind of expect it out of you. So I'm from West Virginia, so I moved down here like 10, 11 years ago with my now wife. We've been together like 17, 18 years, I believe, married for 4 years. And man, it's just, so now I'm seeing it. Now that I'm married and I'm praying with my son, I'm just seeing how important structure is, and under God, you know what I mean? And really giving, putting him first and all that. Yeah. Like, I see it, man. But so Christ and comedy, that was something I wanted to ask you. I'm just like, listen, I wonder if, because I know how people are. They see you cuss, so now, he's no longer a Christian.
What also trips me up, it's like, because it's easy to judge. I mean, but it's easy to put 2 cents in from the comments. Because now you see I always say, okay, my sin is on display. So it's easy for you to feel and like this and that. But it's like,
yeah, I get you.
We got that something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you feel like righteous or higher than, or they call it righteous judgment or this and that. But it's like, I don't know, man. I'd be confused because it was like we all have our thing. And I used to be like, if that's the one thing you can say about me, I'm straight.
Right.
But I'm like, that's not really the way to go about
good,
it.
Man. Good for you, man. But that's kind of how you got to grow, man. And speaking of that, because it is somewhat politics and cancel culture. Like, so do you pick and choose like what you stay away from? Like, what is something you stay away from with your comedy? Cause like I'm thinking like, remember that guy who was he spoke at President Trump's and he was making jokes about the Puerto Ricans and doing all that, the stand up, which is like, I don't know what kind of comedy they call that, but like, what do you stay away from in comedy?
I don't know if
is anything off the limits?
I don't know if I tend to stay away from things, but like I've been doing comedy for like a few years now.
Yeah.
So like I know what I've done in my comedy, so it's like I stay within that realm of just like
what works
for me, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I stay away from anything in fear of, but I am also mindful. There is certain jokes I wouldn't make, like people were wanting me to make Diddy videos. I felt like that was that's a content I didn't want to do because like people's real lives were affected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a very traumatic thing for people, and then people outside looking in felt affected because they could relate of being taken advantage of in a certain situation. So it's like I didn't want to make fun of that. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like because there's some videos you can make and it'll go viral, but like at what cost? You know? So I never want to make light of such a serious situation. Stuff like that. I don't like make comedy like that. Especially when there's a certain group of people that's really like affected by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think that's smart though. You know, you got to make a business decision because you got to separate personal from business. What made you get into comedy?
I mean, that's just who I've been.
So all your life you've been like, telling jokes,
like
kind
the
of fun.
class clown, if you feel me?
Okay.
The goofy friend, and so once pandemic hit, because I was in public accounting, I was an auditor.
Okay.
So I was working from the crib, and then TikTok was going on into my homegirl. She was like, "You should get on TikTok." I'm like, She was like, "You do this anyway. Like, I feel like you would do well. Like, give it a shot."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, cool." I'm at the crib and got a lot of downtime, so I just started. And then
shout her out because she was right on point. She seen something. She got an eye for it.
Yeah.
She got an eye for it. So, you've been to class now. You ever get suspended?
For sure.
Yeah. Never for like fighting. It's just like speaking and joking.
Playing too much, and also because like I went to a private Christian school, so it was a point system.
Okay.
So once you got to like 10 points, it's like a little suspension. 15, 25, you get expelled. I've gotten to 24 points before.
Oh man,
and almost got expelled from school. But
I was I think my 8th grade year, I was in school suspension for like over half the year, and but I was like, hey, it helped me. I was. You see different students every day, but you get to eat first. You don't get to see nobody else. They had me. I would finish my work. They had me in there just writing the dictionary. So I mean, I think I got all the way to like close to like the M ends around that. Like I had to write the dictionary. So that's why I love new words and stuff, and that gets me going. But okay, so you was like you was like class clown. You saying class clown? Okay, now so because some people say that there's a lot of trauma in comedy. Did you have experience any trauma that made you turn to comedy and kind of turn your pain into laughter?
I mean, I just feel like growing up, wasn't, we didn't have the most of the money and stuff like that. And so comedy was always in our family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With my mom and my dad, and like, even when my mom would be sick, like in the hospital, not looking well, like she's making jokes, laughing.
Okay.
I mean, one time we got evicted, we on the street, all the stuff like that. Like, damn, we homeless. And like laughing. And I was like, we got nowhere to go. So I feel like, we've always used, laughter as a source to get through just within our family, mom, dad, brother. Like it was always humor and stuff like that. Even the worst situations, find a way to smile or laugh or joke. So yeah, that's always been.
I feel like that's I said, man, if you could find a way to laugh every day, man, like that, I think that's like a superpower, man. Because a lot of folks right now, they can't. Well, actually, the things that they laugh at. Blows my mind. Like recently I seen I seen the Cardi B and the Nicki beef on Twitter and all that, and I seen the joy in that. The people was laughing. I'm like, they talking about somebody's kids right now, calling them ugly, autistic and all this. I'm like, I don't know. I don't really resonate with that type of laughter. Like that kind of offends me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just somebody that got like, bro, this is what y'all laugh at. And then the Charlie Kirk thing, and I'm like, y'all laughing at them? I'm like, I don't laugh at that type of stuff. Like, I think that's wrong. Even who was it? It was the Hulk Hogan. I'm like, bro, y'all. Now some of the memes was funny, but I'm just like, yo. So when it comes to that, are those do you think those should be forbidden type of jokes, you know, when it comes to like death and stuff? Or
I do think you shouldn't speak on the dead. That's stuff that we
shouldn't, right? We learned that, man.
You learn growing up. So it's never you shouldn't speak on the dead, and whatever your reason may be, like I stay away. And even like the memes, like the internet is undefeated. Like you can't defeat the internet. The internet gonna find a humor and a joke in everything. And it's great because some of them might be funny. You might be like, damn, let me get off here. I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you look at that?
Like, why am I laughing?
I do feel like, joking about death and, of course, making fun of someone's kids where they do have a disability. Like, yeah, you know,
that's messed up. Yeah, it's such a broad audience thing. But at the same time, you got to put your foot down and be like, this is what we here for. This is comedy. Yeah. Now, you might be offended, but the person right beside you is laughing. So, have you ever done stand up?
I've never done stand up.
Are you going to do stand up?
I haven't. Stand up is not something I want to do. Okay. You know, I rather do like the sketch comedy, like the SNL type. And stuff in those nature. I haven't the stand up comedy hasn't really crossed my mind. Maybe I'm scared of that stage because that telling a joke for a group of people is different than like acting something out. Yeah, that's easy. But stand up there with a mic for a few minutes, because the moment somebody don't laugh, we fight. Yes. We okay.
Boo. They start booing you. You gonna be all right. Because some comedians would say like, because I know Desi Banks and a couple other was getting heat because they be like, oh, y'all call this comedy and stuff. So I think that's what he started doing, stand up and all that. And then they was just like, y'all not real comedians. Well, people are laughing. How are they not real comedians? It's just a different form of it. So I guess you would like disagree with the greats, you know, if they was for whoever is saying it. I don't know who exactly it was. I don't want to mislead nobody, but they was just saying like, they don't think it is real comedy. Like, what would you say to those folks?
I just feel like there's just different realms of it. Mm-hmm. I do feel like the stand-up comedy is a lot different, but there's people who do stand-up comedy who couldn't make you laugh in a sketch. It's just like rap. Mm-hmm. People can make great rap songs, or battle rappers who can tear it up on battle rap and be cool, but they can't make a hit song. You feel what I'm saying? It's different levels. It's still rap at the end of the day, but there's different strong suits.
It's a great analogy.
I do feel like the stand-up comedy, that's a different world that deserves its own respect, because that's a talent. That's different. Yeah. But also you can't really knock the people who can bring it from a digital standpoint. Because that's hard also, getting the joke into a skit and making someone stay for so long, because our attention spans aren't that good. So if I can keep you here laughing for a minute and a half, like that's a talent. So who was your favorite person that or who inspired you to start doing skits? Like what was it? Like who was it? I would say, watching, because school, so you saw like the Desi Banks and DC Young Fly. For me, Moneybag Mafia. I don't know if you heard of him.
I haven't heard of him.
He be with DC Young Fly and all them, but he, to me, was like
hilarious.
He's up there. So Moneybag Mafia and Philip Hudson, Hudson's brother.
Okay.
Those two who I will watch a lot. Like their style of comedy had me in tears, and so watching that, I say they have a great influence on me as well, when especially starting the comedy. Those two. Yeah, I told my wife, I said I got Jet coming from. I said he do skit comedy. She was like 5 seconds of silence. She was like, the one who be I was just like, yeah. I said, she's like, ain't no way he coming here tomorrow. I said, I swear to God, he'll be here tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow. I'm gonna interview him, man. So the fact that she even knew, and I think that's great, man. I think that's great. So who would you say stand up wise? Give me a top two. Give me top two. I know that stand up wise. Mike Epps.
Mike Epps, okay.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite. And of course, like Kevin Hart.
Hart.
That's from I remember being in middle school, like watching him. Even to this day, seeing him grow, he's still.
Yeah, I like them, man. Yeah, I like them. I like Bernie too. I like Bernie Mac, man. He was he was pretty funny, and man, yeah, it's a lot. Did you ever get a chance to watch that what is it, Roast Me on YouTube? You know how they all sit in the classroom?
Man, that I don't know his name, but it's always a light-skinned dude in the back.
I know who you're talking about.
That man is top tier.
Top tier comedy.
Yeah, he got it. When it comes to that, because the things he think of, I'm watching, I'm like, how do you even
Yeah, it's so descriptive and detailed and
him and what's it? I think is it Booze?
Oh, boy, man.
Him, I forget his name, but he's the older dude. Them two, it's just like the things you like. How do you come up with that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those, yeah, definitely watch those.
It'd be specific. I'd be like, bro, that's no ordinary. Like you go from here. Most people go from here to maybe here, but he's like
over here.
I'm like, bro, that's so specific. Like something going on in your head, man, for sure, man. But so politics and comedy, basically, kind of what we talking about. Politics and comedy. Do you notice any? Like, do you? I don't know. Like gatekeeping or anything. Do you experience any of that within your career and what you trying to do, or are you kind of just like making your own lane?
I don't think I've experienced it, but I do because I think my comedy, like, I don't know. I don't think I really experienced
got
it.
it.
Yeah.
So people really just kind of because a lot of people want to compete instead of collab.
Yeah.
Do you feel any competition with what you do?
I don't feel any competition. Because there's a lot of mutuals that we have respect for each other, and like we respect each other. Game, hey bro, you funny and stuff like that. So I don't think it's that. If any competition is, it's just to compete to keep going. Like, oh, you drop 3, I'm gonna drop 4. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Stuff like that. Friendly competition,
healthy competition.
Yeah. So,
all right. Well, what do you think about when folks kind of borrow each other's comedy? Have you ever seen somebody kind of snatch your stuff and
100%? And it's funny because people will tag me like, "Oh, you got that from." I don't take offense to it.
Yeah.
Especially when it's something that's like, if it's like a general joke. Only thing I don't like is like if you're using me line by line, or you taking my joke by joke. It's like, okay, now I know you just strictly just
because you got a specific style how you do your thing. Have you seen somebody imitate your style? Really?
Yeah, I've seen it for sure. I don't take offense. I don't say anything because it's like,
imitation is flattery.
Yeah, but you're just inspired, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, oh, you thought that was funny, so you do it, and eventually you might spin off and do it your own way. I never take offense to it because, it's so much content out there. And at the end of the day, maybe the thing you're doing, it's not even like you're the first to ever do it. Certain topics are been going on for a long time. It's just how you make it your own. And that's why I'd be like, okay, now you taking that joke. I know my jokes are specific.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, the things I do. And so, but I see it all the time. People tag me or send it to me, and I don't say anything because it's like, it's the internet. What's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna
happen. Me, it's like, okay, you're making it for real. Like, okay, like you're establishing your thing because now people looking at you and seeing what you're doing and want to take that because they see what works.
Yeah, it's like you the tree, but they the branch.
You know what I'm saying?
Tree, so
I don't take offense to it.
I don't take offense to it. Cool, man.
No.
I know probably that first couple of times you'd be like, man, what? But what if what if you got like 500,000 likes on it and they do the same thing and get like 1 million?
I've seen it happen. I'd be like, God, hey, man. All right, nah. Hey, hold up.
Like, hey, dog, come on there. How much money you make off of that?
Yeah, hold up now. Ooh.
At least follow me back, bro. Or at least like a couple of my videos or something.
I'm saying, tag me.
Yeah, man. Okay. Because I know I was watching something and they was like Steve Harvey had took this dude's show or something. He copied it, and I'm just like, man. And then I've heard, was it Cedric the Entertainer? And then they like, so in the comedy world, it's a lot of,
they say,
let me get this.
People take your jokes.
Yeah. But overall, you say like you don't really care too much about it. Okay, all right. I mean, at least pay homage, man. Get this man his flowers if y'all gonna use his script, man. Come on, man. At least do something. So okay. Yeah, we already talked about stand-up versus IG. Okay. Dating and comedy. How does that like now? Because I know some people they'll be funny online and they'll do all the skits, but sometimes in real life, you trying to, so it's like, all right, because being funny can get you a lot of places, especially with the women. You make them laugh, you got them, you know what I mean? So do you keep that turned on, or you try to turn it off to kind of get a little more serious with it?
I mean, I guess it depends on the environment, but I think I'm just the same throughout, I'm not as like over the top because, sketch, you got me over the top. So I'm gonna lay back, but humor is always like what I lead with in anything.
Okay.
So it's never really like.
So ain't no girl been like, tell me a joke or something.
No, I mean, no, I didn't do like that. They may be like, oh, can you say that one thing? When they do it, I'll be kind of turned off. Then it's like, okay,
Yeah, you'd be like, nah, I ain't. All right, I don't like that. Shorty think I'm finna. She think I'm just that. What is it? Just be up there, just playing with her. Like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. It's gonna turn off all the vibes. You know, like what? Yeah. So okay. Who started what? No. We said that. Let me see. Streamers, dog. What you think about streamers? Because I feel like the streamers now, it's almost skits. Like the things that they pull off. Some streamers still just commentate and react and do all that, but a lot of the time they be basically setting up the skits, right? So it's like the same thing. Would you ever get into streaming or something like that? Or
I'm in the process of like looking to see what to buy and start it. I do think streaming is a whole different type of energy and comedy to it. Like you really have to, because it's on the spot, right?
On the spot.
It's a lot of energy you got to put into it. You can't just prop up your phone, do a skit, edit it, and just take it. Like you are on 24/7.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a different type of realm of entertainment. It's definitely it definitely takes a certain level of skill and talent. When you see like the big ones, of course, like the Speeds and the Casanaz. Like I was at the LSU game when Speed was there, and seeing how you just constant it's on, but they're like they have the biggest impact right now. I would say
it's crazy
because people like to see like everyday life, especially when they and Speed has the YouTube realm, so YouTube's still up there. So it's like people want to see that, and they do some amazing, crazy things.
How do you know a skit is about to be a banger? How do you know like this about to be a banger? Like,
I think when I'm making it, if I'm laughing, if I'm like, okay, this it, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't script out what I'm gonna say. I kind of have like, okay, I want to do this as the topic, and I just film and let it go in the moment. So I never know what I'm gonna say, and so when I watch it back and edit, I'm like, where did you come up with that? It generally like makes me laugh. So if I'm actually laughing, dying at, I'll send it to a homie and be like, bro, watch this real quick. Like,
okay, so you got somebody you send it to first.
This when I know it's a hit. I'm like, let me send it to my homie, you know what I'm saying? And like he be laughing, stuff like that. And so that's when I know, like, oh yeah, this one of the ones.
So are the best ones, do they take longer to make, or they're just like instant one take?
If a skit takes me a long time to make, I know I'm forcing it.
Okay.
And I'll just stop.
You'll stop it.
I'll stop. Okay, now I'm sorry, you're trying to force the funny. You're not feeling it. Like, stop.
So, like, let's say your last 10 posts, is everyone hitting? Or are they across the board like hitting the same numbers, or you can see where
last few definitely are hitting.
Okay.
Sure. But I don't even look at the numbers as to if it's like a banger or not.
Okay.
Because that comes and goes with how the algorithm puts it out. I mean, you may put out a time, maybe your title didn't really hit. So I never look at it that, but they all have hit from a numerical standpoint. Yeah.
How do you feel about folks saying like Instagram, they be like the people that's ghost following, or the people they call them what they call them monitoring spirits and stuff. When you first got started, did you kind of see a whole lot of views and not a lot of likes? Like these people going, you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people. I don't know. TikTok seemed like it's just a lot more supportive than Instagram.
I think because how I look at it is TikTok is very more supportive because it's like whatever. Instagram is more personal. Everyone is a star on Instagram, if you will, because it's your personal life. So you're trying to build a certain thing. So some people, they don't want to have a certain amount of followers without a certain amount of following. And you'll see people, they have like 1,500 followers and you following 12. So a lot of people want to have it's image based.
Yes.
So it's harder to grow on Instagram because of that nature, because I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why it's harder on IG, because people, it's your own personal real brand. TikTok is like, it kind of came, it's like whatever, you know what I'm saying? You kind of do, but Instagram is very personal. That's where like a lot of your friends, hometown friends,
Facebook
family,
too,
all that. So a lot of people won't even, or a lot of people might be, it's the jealous point because they want to do what you're doing. It's like, oh, man, so I just feel like because it's a person and everyone's a star on Instagram.
Okay, now with that being said, because you led me right into it. So like, let's say close friends, people that you grew up with, because a lot of the times people don't, they knew you when you was nobody. And it's like the day one type conversation. Because I say, man, it be the day ones that they the ones that just scrolling past your, they the ones not sharing or liking. It's like they don't want to be the first to support you or the last, so they kind of catch the wave. When you go back to your hometown, do you experience some type of negative kind of energy? Or
when I go back home, everybody show love because I'm from Largo, Florida, so it's small. So we're outside of Tampa, so we're outside of St. Pete. So not a lot of. I saw that we had like Dexter McClester. Yeah. He went to NFL, so we don't have a lot of like people who like
elevated,
celebrity type things. Gotcha. So a lot of people when you come back and people who knew me growing up, they love it. They're like, you put on for the city. You know what I'm saying? Because we're very small, so we don't have much. So I don't really get it because I just went back to my nephew football game. He played out there, and like a lot of people I knew growing up, or people like. It was excitement because you put on for the city, like 727, because from my city, we don't have much from there. So I got a love from them from that, and even love I didn't know I had because I've been away from the crib for so long, just school wise, traveling wise, and so you never really know, and so you might get caught up in like, man, my city hate. But a lot of time it be love. You just got to go back and feel the love. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people will talk down on their city before you even go back and show the city love because. Selfishly, you think just because I'm doing this, they're supposed to support. I never thought about it that way. Because even though, like, yeah, you my day one or, like, you know me, you should be the first to like, they're not obligated to. You got to give them something. You got to give them something good. Yeah. So to me, I always look at it like, okay, you ain't did it good enough yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it good. So then I want it to come natural. Like, I want you to genuinely see it and be like, bro, I didn't know you was that funny. Even though you knew me, like, I didn't even know you had it like that. Yeah, one of them ones. That feels better to me than like, oh, you my dog. I'm gonna support anytime. I'm gonna throw reposts on there anytime. But you're not really like enjoying or viewing the content. So I like to come more organically. But I do see what people are saying like they're hating or monetization. I don't even monetization spirit. I think now that's just a term people want to just throw around because of social media. It's like you have to give them something. Got to. Because a lot of people who are starting out now, which I tell people also, because people see how lucrative social media can be. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people want to hop on, but they're hopping on the wave of what's trending. So if you are doing the same content that 10 other people are doing who are already up and you're copying their content, I done seen the same thing 10 times. Gotcha. So now I come to you, I don't support, but I just seen it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Make it uniquely you. Give me something else to support because, okay, I like the day in the life of them, but your day in the life look the same. You're using the same font, same transitions, the same sounds. You try to be the same aesthetically pleasing. It's like, I've seen it already. And then like, that's not you. Yeah. Yourself, So yeah, I've seen that. I've seen people go viral with something and then you click on the sound and it's 20 other people doing the exact same thing, trying to, I just think everybody wants to, everybody wants to go viral. Yes. It's the new popularity thing, man. And popularity, I guess, I don't know, in this new age, like you said with Instagram, that's the popularity contest type thing. How you can make it look, but with TikTok, I think it's more about personality, like who you are, because you got to talk on their screen. You got to make them, to be natural, man. So that's how do you start making money on social media? Like certain platforms pay you, right? Does Instagram pay you? They changed it up. Yeah, because I don't get paid on Instagram. So last year they paid you for the reels. But now they don't do reels anymore. They pay you for carousels, which is pictures. I don't post pictures like that. Okay, you know what I'm saying so. And then TikTok pay you for, there's a lot of different ways you get paid on TikTok. You can be a TikTok shop seller, or you get paid for your lives, people send you gifts, or they have a program where you post videos that are over a minute, and they pay you per 1,000 views, whatever the RPM is. Got you. And of course, when you get to a certain level and maybe get management, brands want to come work with you, and that's when you really start seeing the money come in when you start working with brands. Okay, so like, do you have a product as a comedian? My hats. You got your hats? Right, okay. This is one of them, the OK Then hat. So okay, yeah, I was looking at that. So yeah, that's okay. I released them. I released this black one and white one a few months ago. I got some more colorways and then I'm gonna release, and they did well, which surprised me. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? But it is surprising that they sold well. So now people still are asking for it. So I got some new colorways I'm gonna drop. So like stand-up money versus social media comedy money, you know what I mean? Because I've heard that stand-up people, they don't make too much money unless you like big or made. Like they say they don't make too much money. Is that true from doing stand-up comedy? Or? I don't know the stand-up realm. I don't know that, but I know being on social media, I know it's a lot.
Mhm.
Just the homies that I know here, in this space who are making it, they have 6-figure months just off of that, because it's like social media, we're the new commercial, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of brands would have to pump a lot of money into TV and advertising.
Right.
Not everybody not watching TV like that, but I know Jet is my favorite comedian. The brand know, okay, Jet has an influence on people. Let me get my product or my brand into his video. He makes a skit around it. So instead of paying, advertising company $1 million, I can break that down to several content creators, and now I get that commercial like that. I can run ads around it. It's always being seen.
Right.
Same right there on the phone. So I think that's why they make the most, or because creators make the most, because we're the new commercial and advertisement for brands. It's easier because you got people who are attached to you, and they're gonna do what you do, because I like Jet. What he wearing? Oh, he went.
Yeah.
Where you get that from? Oh, he do that? Oh, he eat that?
That cosign mean a lot.
Yeah, and so I think that's why it becomes so lucrative, because it's cheaper on the brand.
Yeah.
They save money, and then they get more eyes, more visibility.
Which is crazy. That's genius, man. It is genius. And we've been getting a couple, I think I got one this morning. They was like, hey, can you just make a post, do what you want with it, we'll pay you $100. I'm like, okay, we making money. I take that. Cause I'm like, man, the merch is slow. I'm like, I'm trying to sell the merch. I'm like, all right, it's gonna take some time to get the merch out and get it going, man. People gotta understand the pod, understand the creator, understand what we're trying to do. But eventually, like even me, I want to evolve it to go talking to children, in middle schools, and like, what I mean, just helping them out, talking to them, getting them on track, like, because a lot of people be lost, you know what I mean? But so what would you say to people that's lost and trying to get into comedy? Like, what is the secret sauce to get into comedy?
I think the sauce is just the perseverance and endurance through it.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people who will ask me for advice when it comes to it, the main thing they say is like, man, I've been posting for like a month and I still ain't going viral. It's like, if going viral is the only thing you're looking at, you're gonna burn out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even to this day, I tell people I have a week where I do 30 million views.
Mm-hmm.
Next week I did maybe 500,000.
Mm.
They ain't hitting the same. You still have the up and the ebbs and flows with it. So I think it's the endurance and perseverance through it. If this is something that you genuinely want to do, if it's your love, something that you just wake up, I can wake up and just do a skit because this is something I love doing.
Yeah.
Outside of the numbers, outside of the money, that stuff eventually came. But my focus was like, I genuinely love making people laugh. This is your
so
passion.
you got slow weeks too. It gets slow for you too.
It gets slow for me too. Even people see I got 1.5 million followers on TikTok. I have over 500,000 on Instagram. I still have videos that I hit 100,000 or 50,000. You like
that's crazy. That's low.
You know what I'm saying? And people say like, oh, but like if someone that like for us like in that realm, like that's a quote unquote bad video.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I did a brand video and it don't hit, you know, a certain number, it's like, okay, that was a bad 30,000, 40,000. It may seem good to someone who's growing, but for us, like that's a slow week.
It's a slow week.
Like, dang, I ain't really hitting it week. Am I about to fall off? You know what I'm saying?
Know, right?
I think that like perseverance, and you won't make your best stuff until you start creating. Right. Everyone feel like I gotta have this, I gotta have that camera. I was on an iPhone 8 Plus for years, going viral, like doing my thing. Like that's what I work with, and then I got better. What I do now, when people see how advanced it is with the green screens and the cuts and transitions, I was stationary for a long time.
Yeah. And are you editing everything?
I edit my own. I had to learn that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to add myself double into the screen.
Okay.
So you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You won't get your best stuff out until you put out, maybe it may not be the best, maybe bad, and back you learn from it and you get better and better and better. Like an artist, you don't write your best song until you just start putting it out.
That's it.
Putting it down. You feel me? So it's just that.
Do you have a team?
No.
You do it all by yourself?
Yeah.
Do it by all yourself. Okay. So do you have like a
Well, now I'm hiring my homeboy over here. He'll be my cameraman coming up soon. So,
okay.
Yeah, right. But like, yeah, it's just right now it's just me.
Just you. And do you have a circle of like who do you? Because I know you said you might send a video to your boy. Like how much close friends do you have?
I have a few.
You have a few? Like, and I think that's a blessing, man. If you got one or two, I feel like, man, you in there. Because a lot of folk, man, I don't know, man. It's just like, it's hard to find, you know what I mean? Just that supportive, that I forgot the word I'm looking for, but just one of them, because a lot of grown men, they don't have it, man. How old are you?
30.
You 30. All right, I'm 33. I got 3 years on you. Okay. Yeah, so all right. That's interesting. Okay. So how if you was to level up, what does level up look like for you?
I think now the next step is creating my own sketch comedy. Like I said, I want to do
Like a show or something.
Like a show that
okay.
I'm in the process of like writing now and like bring it to the YouTube and
gotcha.
seeing if I can hold an audience for 10, 15, 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying, with a sketch guy. Was actually sitting down writing out scripts and asking people, hey, would you want to act in that? And maybe being like a producer and director. Like I have people who are going to film it for me, but like, directing, like, do this and do that, get that angle. And so I think leveling up is showing that. Getting from just the regular skits on the phone to actually well-produced content. Like that's the next step.
When you out and about in Dallas, or do people notice? They notice you.
Yeah. It's like everywhere I go now, people notice and want to take pictures, which is still kind of not weird, but it's different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because my people call me like I be trying to act like oblivious to it. I don't know.
Yeah,
it really wasn't something that I thought that I imagined would come from this. You know what I'm saying? When people see me and get excited, like, oh, you Jet? Oh, well, I get a picture. I'm like, oh,
gotta like, yeah. So
it's different, but it's cool.
I don't see it getting old for you no time soon, man. It gotta be cool, man. Okay, so you out there. So I guess like you answered it, but I was gonna ask like what motivates you in this comedy stuff. But I guess like you said, you feel like this is what you're supposed to be here to bring joy to people's life. And okay. Is there any skit you put out and you'd be like, like that you regret putting out?
Nah. I'm very mindful of what I put out. Like if I put it out, it's like, okay, I wanted it to go out. Now I may look at it like, oh, I should have said it. I should have said this joke or I should have did that. But as far as regretting putting the video out, no. Because like for me, it's like you see that video for a little minute before you post it out. It could be a 24-hour point before you even put it out. So you watched it. Mm-hmm. So I have a very clear head of like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, because I realized I remember I was doing trying to do a cut, and it wasn't really skits. I'm just playing around. It was early, like 2020. We just in the house, but I'm like I'm overselling it, man. It's just like, you ever feel like you overselling? Do you notice people overselling it? Like kind of, is that something you can identify? Like, oh, he overselling it.
Yeah, like you forcing it.
Yeah, you going you trying too hard on it.
It's over the top.
Yeah,
bring it down. Yeah, for sure. You see, like you forcing it, man. Be yourself. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Look, how important is it to be yourself, man? And how do you find yourself when you grow up in a world where, let's say you in middle school, you want to wear gothic jeans, but all the other black kids that you hang with are looking like, oh, you weird. You did. So it's like, first off, when you're trying to be yourself, it's like, it's that saying, they say you got to fit in just to realize you need to stand out. Like, was there ever a time you feel like you needed to fit in? And when was that time that you realized, okay, this is wrong, I need to stand out? I needed, you know what I mean? Because
I don't know if there's a time I thought I had to fit in, because growing up, my mom and my dad like preached that. You know what I'm saying? Like, be yourself, you are another, you have this and that. Like, so they kind of allowed me. I was always different. I always listened to different. I was always weird at a certain point, but people always let me. I had the comedy, so I've always like had friends and this and that, and so I think where it got kind of hard for me, so I transitioned from like elementary school and my hood where I grew up in, and then I went to a private Christian school. So going from everybody being black to being the only black kid, that was different. That's why I almost started to feel like I had to fit in, because nobody understood. You know what I'm saying? The music is different. Dialect is different. You know what I'm saying?
Like, y'all laughing with me or at me?
Yeah, it's a whole different world. You know what I'm saying? And even going in from, you might be the only black person they've been around. And so it got to a point, because I was different to which is sad to see, but like all they knew was what they saw on their TV. So I remember like when I first get in this middle school, like he was like, oh, why you ain't got dreads, or why your pants ain't hanging? I'm like, what?
Yeah, so
that's what I see on TV. I thought that's what it is. You're just so different, and you're one of the good ones. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of rhetoric, which was wild to see. You feel what I'm saying? My dad told me when I went there, he's like, this is gonna teach you about how the world is and how they view you at a certain point. He was like, it's gonna be tough, but he's like, this is something that you need to see. And I'm like, wow.
So, but you was in a private school, because I when I was getting in so much trouble for
I was
debating, I had to go to a 7-day Adventist school. You know, it was the same 7 people in the whole school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Including my sister was one of them. So I'm like, yeah, it was like that. We had to do that for a minute, man, for a year, because I
went there from 6th grade all the way to I graduated high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you say that experience? Would you recommend that for?
No.
You got kids or anything? No.
Okay. But I wouldn't recommend it.
You wouldn't recommend it?
No, I would recommend. I don't think it's I have great friends there to this day. I met some great people, but I don't feel like it because they don't understand you, so they try to strip you of you and label it as in the Christian. They try to manipulate it in like the Christian because it was Christian school. So,
and you talking about the teachers or the students?
Just the environment in general.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying, and so. It was different, and there's a lot of things I had to really deal with and go through. You know what I'm saying? Those undertones. And so I don't feel like it's a place that I want to send my child to just because they will try to strip you of the essence of you, what make you you, because they don't understand. They don't get the essence of us, our being, our blackness, and why we do certain things, and how we act, and they want to mold you into the good boy, if you sense, you know? And so it was a very... traumatic for for this less of a better term, but it's like it was something I wouldn't want my child to experience. You know, I have great people that I met there, great friends that I call family. Like I have some great moments, but it was tough.
I feel it is like an exchange, so to speak, because that kind of made you who you are today by going into this environment and them trying to change you. So you had to, that was a lesson you had to learn. And they also had to learn a lesson that everybody's not like y'all. You know, I feel like it was exchange. And that's kind of, as far as for what you do in comedy and people, you're not going to change. You see what I'm saying? And maybe that was just like your first test, you know, because like they say, you know, bring back shame and bring back bullying and bring out, because it's all character development.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Well, from that standpoint, do you think that there might be some truth to that? Like,
bring back shame?
No, not just shame, but your experience there, and because you said you would not recommend that for your kid. You don't see that as like a test, like, you know what, I'm gonna put you in this whole environment. Let's see, are you gonna change, or are you gonna be able to stay you with everybody up against you?
Everyone doesn't have the same mindset.
Right.
Everyone doesn't have that same, like me, I had my dad and my mom who, you know,
put that in you.
Put it in me.
But you would do that for your kid though.
But also, like, I'm mentally tough. Also, like, growing up you can have two people growing up in the same household who still take things in different ways. Because like my older brother, he couldn't do. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And even though we're in the same household, we got the same upbringing, like he couldn't do. Okay. Certain things that I experienced that would make somebody crash out quick. You know what I'm saying? But me,
you can endure it.
Yeah, I can endure it, but I don't want to force it on you, because I feel like, you know, there's other ways you can learn what I learned in a different way. You don't have to go through it in that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, okay. No, that's a great point, man. So what you when you out and about, man, you riding around, what you listening to, man? What you
well, lately I've been listening to the new Lucci album.
Okay.
I feel like he got that's one of the best albums out right now. I just like that. So him, you know, I listen to a lot of worship music as well.
Got you.
Like a lot of worship music. Joel Barnes.
Yeah, because you did sing, so ain't there ain't gonna be no more show. You ain't gonna just pop out and start singing on them.
No.
You ain't gonna make no album, no singles. You ain't dropping nothing.
I mean, I make music myself.
Yeah,
I make music myself. So yeah, I make my own music that, you know, I have.
Do you put it out?
Yeah, I have a song out right now that's doing really well called "Feel Like Shador." That's
okay. Feel Like Shador, and is that a worship? That's some.
No. That's
some bars.
Yeah.
Now you rapping?
Yeah, rapping, singing, yeah. So I had that song out. So I have my own music that people enjoy, and people enjoy me as an artist.
Yeah.
From that, and so that's also been pretty cool. Seeing people show love on both as a comedian and me because it's hard. Like I said, it's hard for people to separate the two. It's like
right,
but
go from laughing to listening to somebody sing. That's because you know, they want to see the cool. They expect you to be cool, not like, man, that music industry something else, man. That's why I said I just, you'll see me doing remixes. I'll just I put out some old music if I get. I'm like, man, I said I give up being a in 20. I think it was 2023 or something. I said, man, I'm done with rap, man, because it's just like everything about it was just like I interned for like a year and a half up in one of Atlanta's biggest studios. Man, I met everybody I wanted to meet in the game type stuff, and I was just like, man, this is it's a terrible business. I'm like, yeah, one dude really got the money, if at most two of them, but everybody, I'm just like. It's just it was just terrible. I'm just like, dog, this is what it's really like. Like I've heard about it and I kept hearing about it, but I just like, man, I don't, it takes so much investing into and then to convince the masses to, and especially in the rap that you cool and you trying to go in the clubs and you making music for radio in the clubs, but you kind of free from that. You just making music for you and just releasing the art.
Mm-hmm. Just for me. And also I feel like it's a different time now. Like they say, you don't because you have the social media.
Mm-hmm.
You push it out and it hits the algorithm, and if it hits an ear, then like, you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you have that pressure of having to lean toward a label and make what they want you to make. You can be yourself because there's so many people in this world who love music and like will like your sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just putting it out and having the confidence to keep putting it out and keep going and keep making content. A lot of people, I see a lot of artists, they hate the game of like having to make videos for the internet. And like, I feel like, oh, it's inauthentic, but it's like, you can do it in your own way. Like me, I was promoting my music in skits.
Smart.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, like the person who like does the most, like, has to try to ad-lib every sound. I was ad-libbing to my music. And so it was funny when people were like, hey, what's that song? That's,
yeah.
But that's you?
Yeah.
Oh, where that's at? And they go get it. And
kind of backdooring your way in.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Be like, why they rapping this whack? Listen to this whack lyrics and it's really your song. They be like, hold on.
He's snapping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you got to, because you got to play into the negativity, especially with these guys these days. You got to play into that negativity. Let it, that's what I said. I did one for Glorilla. I was like, man, this nigga from West Virginia think he can rap. Or this ninja, I put ninja. This ninja from West Virginia think he can. And I'm like, look at that. I'm like, this thing got the most views. Because I said people wanted it to be bad, but it ended up being good. I was like, dang, man, it's so true. You got to do that. Now, do you have any, growing up, did you have any vices? Do you have any vices? Because I'm big on like recognizing vices and eliminating vices. Like, did you ever at a point in time that you drank liquor or smoked weed?
No, so I was never liquor, weed, alcohol, drugs. It was never a vice to me because growing up, my dad was heavily in the streets, gangsta, all that. And so growing up, he would tell us, hey, I drink enough alcohol for all of us. I smoked enough weed. I snorted enough. I shot up enough. You don't have to do it. But my dad would, like, he took us to, visit my uncle in prison. And he took us to the park with some of the homeless people. Like, he took us to certain places, like, hey, this is where this can lead you.
Right.
And I know for me, I have a very addictive spirit. So I know people like, oh, it's just one drink. But I know if I like it, I'm going to do it. So just that lesson from my daddy, and I learned by you telling me. If you tell me you go down this road, they're gonna beat you up. I'm not going there. Hey, man, I know how to fight. Nobody gonna touch me. Yeah. No, go ahead. I don't want to get beat up. So I'm gonna take your word for it. I just seen this dude. He came around the corner. He's eye black.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not going down there. You feel me? So I think my dad and him putting that and showing like this is what this can lead to. You have this route, or you can go to school, play football, go to college, and that can teach you this can lead you this way. Right. And he showed me, people who did go that route. And I know that's not the same for everybody. I know people who can drink and do their thing and they're super ultra successful, but like in the hood where we grew up in, the people who was strung out, who were doing that, like, and even walking up the block in the hood, like, you got some of the old heads like, hey, don't stand up here, this is what's gonna lead you. And some people like, man, you tripping. I want to listen to him. He telling you because he's stuck. I don't want you to be like me. A lot of people feel like, who are you to tell me? I feel like those are the perfect people to tell you. Right. Because they are addicted to it. Hey, man, don't do this because this is where you're gonna be at. Look at me. And some people be like, man, you bum, but it's like, he don't want you to go down that route. And so I never had those type of vices or addictive things and stuff like that.
Beat them, just okay. Now, was you into growing up? Like, what kept you busy? Did they have sports at the?
Yeah, I play football, basketball, track, all that kind of stuff. I was in the school choir, all that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, with singing, of course. Yeah, you play instruments, anything?
Piano.
Piano. Swear to God, you can play piano and sing.
Yeah, but I'm not like, I ain't like, John Legend, ordinary people. I can, read some chords and stuff like that. I haven't played in a minute, but like I would play piano for chapel and stuff like that. But I'm not the one I can't just hear and like keys it up, all that. No, I can't.
Nah.
No, I ain't that
and
fancy.
I think you should try, you never tried stand up. I think you should try it, man. At least it'd be fun. It'd be funny to fail.
Yeah, for sure.
Just go, let me do an amateur night, open mic. Come in, different disguise.
I've had like some comedy clubs like, hey, we'd love to bring you out and do this and that, but I feel like somebody have to really sit down, and really. I want to go up there and just try to freestyle it, kind of drop the ball. You got that's something you really got to prepare for. So I think because
I know that'll make you nervous. Okay, you gotta get anxiety and nervous. Like right before, like I said, like what makes you nervous? What gives you anxiety? Do you even have any? Like, does anything that give you anxiety? What gives you anxiety?
I mean, I'm not a video every day make me nervous. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I enjoy it, but it's like, this and that. Am I going to continue to be successful in this?
Mm-hmm.
It's very anxious and
so you think about that. That kind of would keep you going.
Because I'm at a cool spot, but it ain't. Yeah. I haven't been able to change my people's lives, the people around me. Like for me, like my life as an individual has changed.
Yeah.
But I haven't.
I feel you on that.
Gotten to the point of where I can change the people's lives around me.
Mm-hmm.
Comes from dad and what I'm saying, my close ones that I love, that one day I want to be able to provide for in a certain way. I haven't gotten to that point, and this is what I'm banking on to take to that place. So it's very nerve-wracking. I'm gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? And so
let's say if you had 10x the views or something, you think that'll that would the brands would come in even stronger, or like do you see yourself like doing like with FanDuel being on a commercial, like
I think I just have to go up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even the views, because like the views are still there. Like the views are cool and the brand deals are coming in and they're pretty good. But like I say, it's not life changing for everyone around me. For me, it's
good.
Straight.
It's
We put up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for the ones around me, like no, I want to be able to go back to my pops and be like, you gotta work no more. Pops, what, 55, 56? Right. You know what I'm saying? I want pops having to, lock in somewhere, and so I want to be able to do that and go to my nieces and nephews and my brother and be able to like look out, even though people say that it's not your job. For me, it is, because my mom passed away in 2022, and that was a promise that I made. You know what I'm saying, to her, because we're the ones who looked out for everybody. So it's like, make sure you take care of you, and that's something that I want to do. It's in me,
and I'm sure still you like I guess did that. I mean, I know that was tough. Like, how did you keep going through comedy after something like that?
That's all I had for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I even on her, her sick days and days when they looking good, like she still found a way to laugh and smile in a way. It's like, how you laughing?
That's special.
You know what I'm saying? So that's Amy. That's all I knew to keep going. And so that's why I kept creating. That's why it's almost like my because I did music well, so I was writing songs and just doing my skits, because that's a way for me to put out how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? And create. And I know she loved my content, so in a way, it's like maybe she can still look
was you already up when No,
not at all.
So you went way up.
I went up like when I really had my big break was 2 months after she passed away. She passed away in May. In July, the sound that still everyone's listening to today was the Dino, That's You. That came out 2 months later after she passed.
Is that like top 3 still? Is that like top? What's your favorite 3 skits you? Well, give me your favorite one. What's your favorite one then?
My favorite one would have to be probably when I was on the beginning of the year. I was on a cruise ship, and like a dude who like go out of town for the one time where he like flexing it in there.
Okay,
like that one right there. Whenever I watch that one always makes me laugh. Like that one always takes me out for sure. I think that one. But darn that, she will always be special, because that was like the one that got me into the door.
Yeah,
and even to this day, like people still use that sound.
Yeah,
like
good.
NFL teams, like, people still use "Darn That's You." You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. People to this day still don't know like that's me.
Yeah,
they're like, "That's you." And I'm like, "Yeah." And it's 2022, so like seeing how it's still being used and still like a a fan favorite 3 years later is even crazy.
Amazing. And I don't think AI can. I don't think I've seen people trying to use AI to try to even replace. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think you can't do it. I don't think AI is coming for comedians.
Not that, because people like the authenticity. They like you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And AI, you can't grab onto that. You can't feel that. You know what I'm saying? I know they're taking over in like the music space, but music is more so just beats, frequency, and vibes. So I think that's easier. But to tell a joke or to get a skit, I feel like people like to have that familiarity. You know,
for sure.
Feel that. And so I feel like it would be tough to take over the space of that.
Man, it was like 2 weeks ago, man. I watched Rush Hour 2, man, and I was laughing for the whole movie. I said, I ain't seen this movie in like 10 years. Man. Like, it's one of them one. I'm like, bro, Chris Tucker is an idiot, man. I mean, just funny. Like, what's your come on, you gotta give me top 3 comedies. If you was give me top 2, because 3 is tough. Give me 2, top 2 that you.
One that always gets me laughing is All About the Benjamins.
Okay.
Mike Epps. that one to the guy I will cry laughing. Stupid. That one for sure. 100%. Next one, Step Brothers.
Oh, word. Step Brothers. Man, that's a good one too, man.
Step Brothers for sure.
We was watching Napoleon Dynamite, and I'm like, bro, this is so stupid. I'm like, yo.
I love dry humor.
Yeah, like, okay. That's called dry humor?
Yeah, that dry humor like that. You ever seen The Office?
Yes.
That's like dry humor. Like, I love dry humor. That awkward, like, this ain't even like
hilarious.
But you gonna laugh. Yeah, I love that dry humor get me every time.
Okay. All right. So you might be moving down to the A. You might be.
Yeah, the A might be a move for me just for career wise.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like a lot of creatives are here and trying to break into that film and TV industry. It's good. And I was talking to a mutual who was really big. I was talking with Kev on stage, and I was talking to him about it.
He in Atlanta?
No. He's here for his comedy tour is here. The Ball Brothers, they're gonna be here on Sunday.
Okay.
Him and I were talking, and I was talking about the movie, whatever. And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "If it's not LA, then Atlanta." But he was like, "But I feel like Atlanta is definitely the place." You know what I'm saying? For what I'm trying to do, like, when I explained to him what I want to do career wise, he was like, "Yeah,
get out."
Atlanta's the place. Like, Dallas, no." He's like, "You might be the only creator I know in Dallas." Like that does like know what.
Well, you got ain't Charleston White? Don't he rep Dallas or is that Fort Worth or something?
He's out there in Texas, but yeah, he was like, "What you do?" He's like, "You're probably the only one I know out there that does that." So he's like, "Yeah, Atlanta is definitely."
Yeah, man, we got some stuff, man, out here for you. Yeah, I mean, since I moved here, man, that's all I seen was opportunity, man.
Yeah, I was trying to get you down here for about 5 years.
Oh, you down here? He live down here.
He been trying to get me here for a minute, you know. What I'm saying? Yeah, and so I think career-wise, been the decision it's gonna
might make that move, man. I think it'll be a good move for you, man. You know, you got a lot of black folks there. You're gonna get recognized everywhere you go. You know, just tell them, hey, anywhere you want to go to eat, man. Like, hey, I'll throw a video up. Here you go. Let them give you, $50 worth of food, man. Hey, yeah. I think that'd be a next move, but I think you should incorporate something like that into it too. You know, using your face for these brands, or not just brands, but like, you know, the restaurants and clothes and all that stuff, man. Are you big into fashion, any?
I am. I'm big into fashion, and people send me their clothes, but everybody nowadays got this box crop type deal going on.
Oh yeah,
man.
You don't like that?
Belly be out. I'm a big dude. The belly be out, and so they send it to me, and they be like. Cause I was doing some fashion content. People like, hey man, put me in a video. And I'm like, bro, I would love to wear your stuff. It don't fit. I ain't trying to have my belly out. You feel me? I ain't doing that. So I am into fashion. I do enjoy it. And there's brands who like want to work, but sometimes when they send it to me, it's that box crop, like the extra large.
I seen us moving to this baggy wave, the baggy pants way. That's like been going around. I need to get into that I'm still in the fitted jeans, not skinny no more. I be in the fitted, you know what I mean? I'm already a thin fella, you know, so but the baggy look cool. It worked now. And it's crazy how we go from baggy to skinny. Now we back to baggy, man. But where you see comedy in 10 years, man? Where you see it being? You see it because they're, you know, as far as cancel culture, they trying to watch what you say. You gotta, you know, watch what you say, what you do. Everybody's senses look like they kind of pulling back on that, but you know, where you see yourself, or where you think it's gonna be?
For me, I think where it is now, it's
a good spot.
It's a good spot, but I think it'd just be something just like 10 times better, whatever, like that platform, how it looks. I do still feel like stand-up comedy is still going to be there. I do feel like the sketch comedy, stuff like that. I think just more.
Is stand-up king?
For me, I think it still is king.
Still is king?
I feel like it still is king. It would never go. We can never take that away. I thought it still is king. Sketch comedy, like it's right there. It's neck and neck. Yeah. But that's why you see a lot of sketch.
And that's Chappelle Show. That's Mad TV. That's
sketch comedy. Like those, like I feel like more of those are gonna come about.
Okay.
We haven't gotten those in a minute.
Yeah. It was some females doing some sketch comedy like a couple years ago I used to watch. I thought they was hilarious. Yeah. It was some black women. I don't know if you haven't seen it? No. I'm gonna find it and send it to you.
Yeah,
because it reminds you of Chappelle Show type stuff.
I feel like we're gonna get back to some of the sketch comedy. Chappelle Show or like a Martin or a Jamie Foxx show. I do feel like those are gonna come back around because there's a lot of multi-talented creators out there who create something like that and it'd be special.
But you would like to do that? You could pull that off?
I definitely, that's something I would love to do for sure. That's something I would love to incorporate. It's just like finding that team. I do feel like I could find that here in Atlanta for sure.
Yeah, man, you can build your team out here, man. You just gotta, hey, man, the way things been going for you, I think you just gotta, get in alignment, man. Yeah. Just be ready to receive it, and man, he gonna lay it right on you. Definitely. I think you can handle it, man.
Definitely, for sure.
But yeah, man. Shoot, let's see how long we been. Oh, hour and some change, bro. It's crazy. I feel like it's been like 30, 35 minutes. So yeah, man. If you wanna, let me stop that. Let you let me see here. Yeah, there we go. Stop that right there. Yeah, man. Shout them out, man. Let them know where to follow you at. I'm gonna link it. I'm gonna link it as well. Yeah. So you ain't gotta, I'm gonna definitely link you in there. But yeah, man. Episode 61, man. We growing, man. Is there anything else you want to leave them with? Any words of motivation, advice, man? You wanna leave them with?
I mean, for me, I live by it's always gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? You may not know how or when, but as the scriptures say, we've been made and do it for a night, but joy coming in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That joy here is coming. You feel me? It's going to get better. Whatever you're trying to do, wherever you're trying to go, you're going to get there. Be patient. Let God lead you. You feel what I'm saying? And have that confidence and trust in it. And, that's
the hard times don't last, man. Listen, man, you got to, if it's for you, it's going to be for you. You just got to get out there. Like I said, put yourself out there, man.
100%.
Believe in God and you're gonna be in there, man. Straight. But yeah, man, I thank you for coming, man. We got one, man. Yes, sir. Is this how many podcasts have you done before?
How many have I done? Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, you up there though? You done did them before? You done a lot.
I wouldn't say a lot, but I've done a few.
You done a few. All right, cool, man. I'm glad I could be, bring you out. I'm glad he said yes. I said, man, it's worth a shot, man. Let me just reach out. I'm like, I'm watching it. I'm like, man, maybe he'll want to do, because I've never interviewed a comedian.
Okay.
Which, like I said, you're my fourth one, so I can say that for the next like 10 people. I've never interviewed a. Yeah. But yeah, man, this was great, man. This was special. I had wrote these questions down, man, and I got them all answered, brother. And I think the clips, I'm gonna get the clips out and everything, man. So yeah, man. But yeah, creative players, we are out of here.
Cut the roof off, no ceilings, gotta know. Took my heart out, no feelings, gotta know. Took the brakes off, no limits. Now I got the ball, I'ma travel, no pivot. Listen, tell me how you feel, cause I ain't got forever. Pick a side, run with God or hide with the devil. No example how to live, me, myself, a rebel. Been missing.